Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It is a very rainy Saturday, as always. I am super excited because I was browsing around and just realized that the Butterick Summer Sewing Pattern collection is now live. So I haven't seen it yet. I was just on the site and saw the little preview picture telling you, it's all up and ready to go. So just like my last video that I did for McCalls, I thought we would run through this one together. So the whole premises of this is that I'm going to look through the sewing patterns that they're offering for the summer collection, the formal summer collection, and I'll talk you through the garment design and also maybe offer perspective from a more beginner to confident beginner kind of perspective, things you should look out for, what might be better to try or leave until you've got a bit more experience and stuff like that. I know some of you watch me as a beginner sewist and you're kind of starting to get the confidence to try some sewing, or you have just started and you just, another perspective never hurts. So that's the viewpoint I'm going to take when looking through this collection. So I'm super excited to see what Butterick has to offer. Now, I will say Butterick is a pattern company, one of, the big four modern pattern companies that I don't actually shop for as much throughout the years as I have from McCalls. But now that McCalls has really changed their direction and their target market by the looks of things, I don't know, I might start becoming a Butterick girl. Who knows? So let's go and have a look. All right, so I'm gonna put my face in the corner, and if my big face becomes kind of distracting as we're looking, I'll make myself smaller. So let me make the screen actually a little bigger, maybe. Okay, new summer collection, Butterick. Let's see what they've got. Shop now. Okay, so it looks like, I'm gonna put myself a little smaller for now. It looks like that they've got, so I'm just gonna give you a preview, some lightweight, I don't want to say a cardigan, like a lightweight shirt jacket. They've got some dresses, very appropriate for the time of the year. Actually, quite a lot of dresses, like, dresses versus skirts. Okay. Oh, loads of dresses. Wow. A very dress heavy collection. Some tops, yep. A couple of skirts with flounce. Anyone remember that from our last video? For McCalls. The key word there was flounce. A lot of flounce. Okay, that's the end of it. So let's click into one of them. And I think Butterick tends to be a bit more conservative in their styles versus McCalls, I would say. So this is 6775, Mrs. and Women's Jacket, Sash, Dress, and Jumpsuit. So again, this is a wardrobe collection. So wardrobe collections are great if you are looking, let me just show you, here we go. They are great if you are just looking for, without having to fuss around with what goes together, all the garment items are put together for you. But they are done cohesively and are very lifestyle friendly. So looking at the technical drawings here, it's a simple kind of woven cardigan, if you would call it, not quite thick enough to be a jacket. It's got bust darts. It's just got a simple clean line along the front. Looks like 3/4 length sleeves, yes, on the model. And the dress front, both the dress front and the jumpsuit fronts, they share the same bodice, I believe, by the looks of the neckline and all that. It's very simple, almost like a sheath style situation. You have a waist interest here with a intertwined belt detail that's built into the side seam, because when you look at the back here, the belt doesn't extend all the way around, it just disappears. So I think it's sewn into the side seam, but that's a really nice detail. Again, very simple bust darts, more of a crew neckline. So I think the selling point for some people, if you're into this, is kind of the semi-open back. It's got one button up here, but it is an invisible zip all the way down. The jumpsuit version has more like trouser style bottoms. So you've got a little bit of skin on show. I think it will probably cover your bra if you choose to wear one. The only thing, if you're a beginner sewer for fit purposes, is this panel here might be a bit fickle if you've got either a sway back or a broad back, broad shoulder, like something along those lines, or if you're petite or taller than the average fit model, you might need to do some adjustments there, or else this will start pooling and just be some extra fabric. I like the look of this. It's not quite for me. Actually, I'm going to zoom in this a little bigger. It's not quite for me, but I think it's really nicely done. Can I swap between the pictures? Yes. Okay, so that's the technical drawing. That's the styling. The styling is super chic. Ooh, I really like the look of that jumpsuit made up. I'm not a jumpsuit girl, but I think that looks really chic. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, you see what I mean by this back piece here? It might pull a little bit and you might need to alter to fit your back proportions and contours. But great detailing, interesting without being, you know, over the top. I am into that. Okay, how do I close this? Close. All right, let's go back. And we will go to 6774. Now, this one is a Mrs. Jacket Belt Dress Top and Short, so another wardrobe builder. These are, again, really great if you want to make a lot of things that go together and you don't want to fuss about. I'm going to go straight to a technical drawing first because it gives me a cleaner, clearer perspective on the items. Dress, standard, but really nice, generally very flattering. If you have a larger chest, it might be a little squishy. You might need to do some alterations there, a full bust adjustment potentially, but otherwise clean, simple dress. Shorts are interesting. They're offering a shorts option instead of a skirt option. These are flat front with some darting. Looks like invisible zip at the back. The top looks like the exact same as the dress, but just cut in half. Invisible zipper again. And you've got kind of like a shirt, more of a proper shirt. It doesn't have the back placket like a dress shirt or anything like that. But it's got the, I call them the boob pockets. The chest pockets with a flap. I'm not a huge fan of that personally, but you may not mind it. I'm going to zoom in here so we can have a closer look. See, there's options for contrast stitching, which is interesting if you like that. Yeah, the dress is clean, 90s, 2000s, chic, everybody friendly. Yeah, the top is pretty cute though. Yeah, they're wearing the shirt more of like a jacket layer or a medium layer, or you can wear it unbuttoned. A lot of people might like the shorts option, a little bit safari chic. Very nice. I'm not a huge fan of invisible zips, so personally, this you know, was a minus point for me, but I think a lot of the patterns coming out in the last couple of years focus on having an invisible zip, and that's a key part of their detailing. So at some point, I would just have to get over it and get on with the invisible zip. I just need more practice, and I haven't gotten to that yet. Okay, 6760, Mrs. Dress and Romper. Again, keyword seems to be romper and shorts, like the pant options for bottom seem to be very popular this season, as with McCalls. Love the color they chose for this style in this dress. Again, the waist detailing seems to be another key point here. I like that. I think it's generally figure flattering. Now this one is more of a wrap, whereas the other ones we've seen, the waist detail is more of a tie. No, it's more of a faux that gets sewn into your side seams. But this is actually a wrap that goes from the back around to the front and you tie it up. I really like the idea of this. I have a feeling it probably does have a zipper at the side, a side zipper, but this wrap though is very cute. Let's zoom in and look at the bigger picture. Again, gorgeous choice of color. The dress actually has what looks like a curved pocket detailing. Don't we all love something with a pocket? Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Look at that bright color. I love the colors they chose for this. The shorts are not too short. Of course, you can make your own changes, shorter, longer, whatever, but the standard length is pretty good. If you're short like me, like short, like 5'2" on a good day, the shorts are going to be at a funny place and you'll want to shorten them to probably the position where the model has them. Yeah, just chic. Really, really chic. With a low wrap. So again, you've got a little bit of peekaboo, skin in the back, undergarments are perfectly covered. You want to make sure that the waist fits well because there's nothing to hide that since the back of the top does not extend and attach to the bottom. You just want to make sure your waist seam fits really well and flat and smooth. I don't like this look with the shorts as much because you've got that little bum situation and bums can be a little harder to fit. But overall, really nice. Love that waist detail. Nice job, Butterick. So far, so good. There's nothing groundbreaking here, but I think it's very wearable for the majority of people. Okay, 6771, Mrs. Shirt and Shirt Dress. This is a bit more, almost a bit more like artsy. When you have your like high school art teacher, I feel like this is what they would wear. Like sometimes with their Birkenstocks. This is actually a designer collaboration with Catherine Tilton. And this is the technical drawing. So a lot of styling options. And I can see that the Catherine Tilton collaborations are always a bit more, I don't say avant-garde because that makes it sound like, super fancy schmancy. But it does have more design details that is less, it's more just specific to a particular taste. Like you can tell when it's in that realm versus like your off the rack situation. Okay, this shirt has a lot going on. They've done it so that it's probably color blocked with different fabrics just to show you some options. It's essentially a button front sleeved or sleeveless collared shirt dress with no waist seaming. There are two bust starts. View A they have here, they're looking like some different options for sleeve, and then there's like a mini one side of flounce, and then there's something else going on the other side. For B, you've got something very similar but extended and longer and without the side piece here. I think either way, this is for someone who likes this particular look. The example that they're showing here makes use of all those piecing details, but this is a lot going on for me personally. Might be the thing for you. Looks a little busy to me. I don't mind something like this in a solid color, but the one that's used as a shirt, I think just has a lot happening. Not sure how you all feel about this. Let me know in the comments. 6771. All right, let's go back. Moving on down. There's a lot of dresses here, so I think a lot of what I'm going to say is going to be very similar. 6758, Mrs. and Mrs. Petites. Okay, that's the key word for me. Like I said, 5'2". Anytime that a big four pattern company will come up with something with petite lines already built into their pattern, where you just fold up all the pieces and they're altered for petites, I am all for it. All right, what you have for me? You've got a very simple, almost peasant style dress. It's got a drawstring waist. There might be elastic at the waist. Let me see. Yes, there is elastic at the waist and a drawstring. And buttons. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I don't know why you needed so many things. Could have just done either elastic or drawstring, but beyond the point. It's got almost like a dolman sleeve. There's no sleeve piece to inset. I don't mind that. It's got a keyhole kind of front neckline, which you might enjoy. The bottom hem is a dipped hem in view A, and B has got that peasant style ruffle or flounce gathered portion at the very bottom. Very casual dress. And again, I love the colors that Butterick chose. Like this feels so spring and summer, you know, yeah, really gorgeous fabrics. And they've chose a crinkled material, which I thought is interesting. This view, very safe, a bit more conservative, but very pretty. Yeah, I love like the model, the color on her skin tone, the whole styling. This is a winner for me in this style. I don't know if I like the part with the flounce, and I'm not even sure about this keyhole-esque V neckline, but I love the look on her so much. That's gorgeous. Yeah, very nice, very wearable. And oh, totally beginner friendly if you're okay with buttons. Okay, let's keep going. This is something probably a lot of people would say a bit more urban, city chic, office, boss lady, you know. They're calling this easy. It's a Mrs. Dress and Belt 6762. And it looks like two variations on the same design. It's funny, when they do it in this fabrication here, it looks a bit more urban, city chic, but when you look at the technical drawings, this is really a 1940s shirt dress, especially view B, with the sleeve length and the collar and the button front, the flared skirt, totally like, you know, Stepford wife situation. Okay, let's see what they've got in the pictures. The hip pockets are definitely your choice. If you've got wider hips, maybe like steer away from those. I always found they just look funny, especially when they're patch pockets with that little flap. So I'm not into that part. I think the fit on the model is great though. Like this is gorge, right? Really gorgeous. Again, love the print. Like kudos to Butterick for picking out their fabrics that are so inspiring to go with the patterns. I think one of the things with the McCalls collection was that the fabric that they chose in the styling was to a very particular market, and I guess this is as well, but it was very, very young, and I think a lot of people had a hard time looking past the choice of fabrics and styling choices to really see the pattern design. But this is gorgeous. Yeah, really, really nice. I would call this average. I don't know if I would call it easy. They're calling it easy. Simple shaping, you know, collar will be fun to make. You can do it sleeveless. There's a belt option, or just use your own belt. Yeah, very nice, elegant. So far, a lot of winners here, Butterick. Okay, this one has some more interest. We've got 6761. Mrs. and Mrs. Petite dress. Okay. Again, you know, that's a key word for me. There's a few interesting design things happening right when I look at the model picture here. I'm going to wait for a sec to go to the technical drawing. If you look at this, can I make it bigger? Oh, yes, I can. If you look at this, there is the top neck portion. Then there's this wrap that forms a cutaway, but it's got princess seaming, kind of princess seaming. There's two panels on here because you can see the directionality of the fabric changes. And then there's the skirt piece, and then there's a slit in the skirt. I would close up the slit. That's just too much along with what's happening up top for me. Oh, there's option for pockets. Like if you don't open up that whole cutaway, then yes, do the side slit. Yeah, really interesting design. Invisible zip, of course. All right. Okay, let's look at the technical flat. Yeah, so this is really interesting. They're taking a princess seam, a really classic princess seamed, slightly wider neckline dress. They've added gathering just along the front fullness. So I would think that if you have more of a tummy and that you would like to disguise that, the gathering I find kind of camouflages that because it's part of the design detail. It's a bit more forgiving, but it's not gathered around the hip area, so it shouldn't make you look any wider at the hips if you don't want that. I found it so interesting that in view A, they took this basic princess seam and split it into a wrap in the front, but then also with this front like little mini caplet, whatever is going on. It's a really interesting design. And again, I will close off the side slit. If you are doing this in view A, I think that's just a lot happening and doesn't balance the dress. Yeah, really interesting. Huh. I'm undecided if I'm into this one, but I like that it's a petite option for me. Next, 6759 Mrs. Dress, Sash, and Belt. Again, very classic look. Ooh, interesting seaming detail. If you look at the flat technical right here, oh, I really love B. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, if you look at this flat, you'll notice that the seam for shaping around the bust goes vertically down into the waistline. You don't see that very often. It's almost like a French dart. A lot of seams cut across the bust at an angle from the side. This one comes up from the waistline. I think that's really neat. The bottom half is a button. Not sure why just the bottom half, but you still have to get through it with a zip. That seems like a lot of closures. I love the look of B on this flat. It's got like a little peplum thing going on. Then it's got the buttons. I think with the peplum, it actually makes it look like a two-piece. And you probably could make it in two different fabric choices. Let's see what they've done with the model here. Really nice, very chic. Yeah, that's right. They did. That is so neat. It's a faux two-piece. That's what it is. It's a faux two-piece. Fit is really well done for the models. I like this. I think a lot of people will like this one. Dress, sash, and belt. Yeah, it's not a two-piece, but it's a faux two-piece. Really smart. I think that's a nice design detail. V neckline, again, flattering, easy. Yeah, I would say easy-ish. Again, the invisible zip at the back with a dress is always fussy. But other than that, it's nice. I think it's really nice. Not groundbreaking, but nice. But again, I don't think Butterick is a groundbreaking type of company in terms of their design. They're just really wearable and pleasant. Okay, 6763, women's dresses. That's all it says. Oh, another waist detail. Oh, okay. I love the waist details that are coming back this season. Hopefully, we'll keep seeing that happening. I'm actually going to go straight into the model pictures. Gorgeous choice of fabric and color. Really pretty. I'm personally not a big fan of the bottom flounce piece, but that's a complete personal thing. Um, I like that the sleeves are wider and flowier. It's not a tight sleeve. It might actually be a flutter sleeve. That's really cute. Totally cute. With a little wraparound tie. And the ties are sewn into the side seams again for this one. But you do have a button front. Set in sleeves. I can see a bust start right here. Bust start is a little high, I think, for her. But those are adjustments that you can make on your own. Gorgeous. Yeah. Really wearable, really pretty. Almost has a 90s. This actually says like if you what store would do this? Probably like an anthropology kind of look, if we're looking at a brand, um, very like a young 90s look, right? Youthful, but can be very pretty as well. Yeah, this one is a flutter sleeve in view B. Just a simple dress, simple details, flattering. I think all of these dresses so far are very flattering in design. When I say easy, I think so. If you're confident with buttonholes and buttons, easy. Not a lot happening, but pretty. Easy, but pretty. Okay, next. 6757, Mrs. Dresses and Sash. Okay, looks like a lot of elastic. Yes, there is. There's a lot of elastic. If you like the peasant style, if you like kind of flowy, slightly bohemian, non-restricting, you like sewing elastic and shearing, maybe this is for you. All right, looks like elastic around the neckline and shoulders, elastic around the sleeve, elastic around the neckline, elastic around the waistline. A lot happening with elastic. But it does give you that softness. And I bet you can probably wear this on the shoulder or off the shoulder. You know, just kind of zhuzh it down a little bit. Like the fabric choices that they chose. Oh, there you go, right? They showed it off the shoulder. God, this model is really pretty. She's so pretty. Interesting. Is that a... No, that's not a tie back. Okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of elastic happening, but which also means it's probably very forgiving on the top because of the elastic. It doesn't, you don't need like a super form-fitting fit. Not bad. Not my personal look, but I can see the appeal. Let's keep going here. Another dress. Okay, this is a bit like a caftan-ish, Grecian-ish thing. 6756, Mrs. Dress jumpsuit and sash. Oh, easy, super easy make. Okay, this is definitely uber beginner friendly. If you're like beginner, like 1 month in beginner, you can do this. No biggie. Choose a fun or cool or interesting fabric, and that will really be the stunner in this design. Yeah. So this is a wrap, a true, not a true wrap, a faux wrap because it gets sewn into the waistline. It's got drawstring at the shoulders, easy. This petal hem here will be a little bit challenging if you're trying to sew the hem. It might get like a little wavy. It's just hard to sew because it's a curve. But other than that, really straightforward dress. Jumpsuit, if you like a jumpsuit. Yep. I'm not personally into the shoulder ties, but it's a design detail and the rest of the garment should be really quick to come together. Like this chartreuse that they chose too. Just really good colors that they picked. Yep, make it in a woven fabric, make it in a print for summer. It'll be gorgeous. Definitely easy. Absolutely agree. And I actually think the petal hem here in view A, very just nice looking, right? Interesting, neat, flattering. I'm into it. The only thing I would say, if you're not into the shoulder detail, maybe we don't have the little ties hanging so long. I find with the shoulder gathering, when you have the ties flinging around, not into that piece. Otherwise, very beginner friendly. I think the next one is also probably very beginner friendly. It is 6769, Mrs. Top, Tunic and Caftan. So this is more of a true caftan. Love the fabric choice that they picked for this. Like Butterick, whoever's doing your sample sewing and making these styling decisions, awesome. Easy, I would agree. Very easy. just some straight lines for the most part. What's really going to shine is the choice of fabric that you use. Here, they've got a V front, so all of them have a V front. Some of them have banding, like the shaded part here, and then there are some different things happening in the back. For A, there's a little piece at the back to hold it together. For C, it's just a regular curved back neckline. For B, I think B is very similar, if not same, to C. I like B's front as well with a little tie. Let's see how they styled it. So this is the very basic version with no additional details. But gosh, that print is gorgeous. And the side slit too. I like the idea of this caftan with a side slit. That makes it a bit more interesting. So this is the part with the tie. I don't think the tie is threaded through. It's just a an add-on detail. Oh, what happened? What happened? Okay. This is the version with the banding in a contrasting color and the little piece at the back. You could probably do without the piece at the back, and I don't think it'll be a big deal. Yeah, gorgeous. Choose some nice fabric and you're on your way. Great option here for beginners. Butterick 6769. I'm with you on this season, Butterick. Okay, let's get into some tops. Mrs. Tops 6764. Looks probably pretty easy. Now, look, they've got this styled and made up in a sheer. This is the kind of sheer I would be personally more on board with. She's clearly wearing, you know, a little cami underneath, but the sleeves are sheer, the top is sheer, and I think that's fine. Here it is in another print. Good eye for prints, Butterick. Like, how gorgeous is this print? And pair with these colored pants too. Very nice. V-neck all the way around, gathered elastic waist. I don't know if that's a drawstring or did they just like pop a little bow in the center? They might have. You have the gathered sleeve, balloon sleeve, which you might love. No zippers, guys. No zippers. Just a little slit at the back with a button loop. I am on board with this. Okay, I'm going to put this on my list of items to get. I really like this one. So again, simple, loose, casual, feminine but flattering. C and A has a asymmetrical hem, if you like that. I'm actually really into the balloon sleeves. As long as you make it in a fabric that's not too stiff and has some flow, might be totally gorgeous. I really like this. I'm into this one for sure. Okay, 6764. And add that to my personal list. Beginner friendly, definitely. Next one, another top. Mrs. Top 6767. Now this has a bit of shoulder detailing here with the inset sleeves. Wrap top with neckline ruffle or button front with sleeve variations. This is really interesting. Okay, let's look at the flat. A, B, and C. It is a wrap with 2 buttons. Thank goodness for buttons that keep your wrap closed. These sleeves do have that little puff at the shoulder. I don't mind it. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. You can make it into a fuller, kind of a gathered balloon sleeve with elastic. You can do more of a 40s, 50s thing here in version B with the elastic and then there's a little extra on the bottom. Or you can make version A. I think personally, I'm very much into version A. C is nice too with the flounce in the front, but I think that just adds too much to my chest area and I don't prefer that. Waist tie options, very nice. Would I call this easy like they marked it? Probably. I would say this is fairly easy. Ooh, this is cute though. This is going to be cute for somebody. Not for me, but I can see the appeal. Really interesting that they've got this button option. Huh. Yeah, there you can really see the sleeve hem detail there. It's got that little extended shoulder gathering, like a 40s dress. Yeah, very nice. I'm into this. This is on my maybe list. Maybe, maybe. But I would say yes, beginner friendly, easy, no biggie. Next one. Butterick is doing really well for me so far. Really into it. Mrs. Tops 6768. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, easy. Absolutely easy. Pull over your head and done. No buttons, no zips, no fussy closures. This is very ready to wear. You can find things like this, you know, RW & Co. Probably like what other shops would do something like this? I bet J. Crew would probably do something like this. You know, Gap for sure, Loft, right? It's kind of falls in that realm of styling. It doesn't have an inset sleeve. It's a dolman sleeve. I like that B has a little slit at the end of the sleeve. There is a back placket, maybe you call it. I don't know what this back piece is called. A little bit of gathering at the bottom. You can use or eliminate the chest pockets, and then there's no closures. It's just kind of sewn down with a bit of a fold over, and you're good to go. You can make it in a crisper fabric like they've done on this model here with this sample, or I bet you can make it in a softer fabric. Yeah, here's the one with the sleeve slit. Really chic. I think very friendly for even a slightly more mature customer, target market. Yeah. Not quite my personal style, but this, I think this one will sell very well. Next, this is 6766. They're calling it easy, and I would agree. A lot of easy options, Butterick. Nice job here. Very similar to that peasant style. It's got the squared off neckline. It's got sleeve options. You can do a little tie at the bottom. I actually really like the C here that they've shown. ABC have very similar top. The look at the top is the same, just different sleeve options. But let's see how they've styled the tie-dye. Interesting. This is very nice. Ooh, oh, I like this. I like this with the little sleeve flounce. That's really pretty. Okay, I didn't think this would go on my list, but I love the one that they did in the dandelion yellow. So I think that's view A right here. Not bad. Definitely easy. Lot of elastic, but that means easy on, easy off. Not a whole lot of fuss when it comes to fitting. That's on my maybe list. Okay, we're down to the last row. Some tops and two skirts. Mrs. Tops 6765. They're calling this easy and absolutely easy. Similar to that previous top we saw with just the little slit and the button closure. No zips, no major buttons, nothing fussy. Wow. Butterick, you are doing an awesome job with making like really approachable patterns this season. So there is an option for this side piece that wraps over and ties. I think they were trying to attempt some more detailing or adding some softness to an otherwise fairly basic design. I'm not sure if I'm into that side piece, but definitely easy to sew, definitely beginner friendly. I don't know, what do you think, you guys? I think some people are going to be really into this. It's not my personal style, I don't think. But I think I need some more time and just to see what other people make from this one. 6765. Okay, this one over here. Mrs. Top and Sash 6770. A lot of these are starting to look a bit similar with just slight variations in the cut and the design detailing, which might be, your decision maker if you like one detail versus the next. Ooh, okay. So something straight away you can see from the technical flat is that there's gathers around. So instead of having a dart for the bust to accommodate, for your chest area, it has gathering around here, kind of like a raglan sleeve, but it's got gathering around this seam. I like the idea of the, what is it, the sleeve cuff with the tie. It may not be for me and my body style, but I think that's a great detail. We love a flounce. And then I think A is super cute. It's like, yeah, makes you want to swish around. Okay, let's see how they styled it. This is the one with the flounce. Okay, great choice of fabric. This is the one with the tie, and they made it in a softer fabric, so the tie kind of hangs nicely. Again, great choice in fabric. Okay, I'm not a white top fan myself, but this is the version that I had said I liked with the flutter-ish sleeves, and you can really see the gathering here around this raglan part. Yeah, really easy. A lot of opportunities for color blocking, using various patterns. This is a maybe for me, a maybe. I usually like to get things that I like multiples of the style variations. For that one, I think I just like one of the variations, so we'll see. Okay, Mrs. Skirts 6773. It looks like a wrap skirt with buttons and a flounce. If they're calling this easy, I would agree. Oh yeah, that flounce is really cute. Really, really cute. You're gonna be hemming forever because of how long that flounce is you'll need in order to gather it, but it might be worth it. Let's see how they've styled it. Great choice in print and fabric. Paired with a really simple tank. Yep, I'm down with that. Looks like there's some back paneling. Like, can you see that there's a seam here, a side seam here, a seam on the other side? So it looks like a 3 or 4 panel situation. Okay, this is one thing I would say. The fabric they chose is kind of sheer, so you can see her top tucked into the skirt. Don't do that. All right, let's look at the flat one more time. Yeah, so there's a panel here, a panel here, a back panel, a waist piece, and then all the flounce. So you might be into this. I'm undecided if this is my style, but very flirty, very feminine, very spring summer for sure. Okay, here's our last one. A little bit similar to the one we just saw, Mrs. Skirts 6772. Gorgeous color they chose here. They're calling this easy. And I would say if you're comfortable with an invisible zip, this is easy. I think it can definitely be a wardrobe builder, a wardrobe basic. I see what they did here. In view A, you have the option of having the slits open. In view B, they've inserted a flounce, a ruffle, a flounce, into where it would have been open for the double front slit. So let's see how they styled it. I'm not sure about that little extra flappy flap piece though. I love it with the double slit. I think that looks gorgeous. Oh, wait, what happened there? Let's keep going. Yep, back invisible zip. No waistband. Yeah, I would say this is a fairly simple sew. I don't know if this is groundbreaking, and I don't know if it's worth the price based on the fact that the skirt design is so simple and the extra details that they're giving us are something you can do with a lot of the patterns that you already have. There we go. All right, this again was 6772. So, my friends, how do we feel about the Butterick formal summer collection? I'll give you another quick roll through. A lot of very easy to make options, very beginner friendly, really makes use of patterns and color in the samples that they have sewn up to show us. I think this is a solid collection. Again, nothing groundbreaking, but solid, very likable, and I think would appeal to a variety of age groups and people in different, sewing for different purposes. So that is my first impressions of the Butterick Summer collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below about which one was your favorite or which couple do you think I should give a try to. Again, I'm still waiting for a sale. I'm waiting for a sale to maybe pick up a few of the McCalls and maybe a few of the Butterick as well. I've got a few on my short list. I can't wait to talk to you again in our next video. So take good care of yourselves and I will see you soon. Bye everybody.